Hi, welcome to Precalculus. My name is Ellen Smith and I'll be teaching this course. This course, though, and the D2L section part of it, has been designed by Beth Kirby, Mrs. Beth Kirby, and she teaches on main campus. She teaches Precalculus on main campus at Austin Peay, and she's done a great job, especially with the videos. I've been watching the first half of Chapter 3 videos already, and I'm just very impressed with the job that she's done. So I'm very excited, especially about having all this great content for the first time I'm teaching Precalculus. I did teach some college algebra and trig 13 years ago, so I'm refreshing myself along with you on all of this content by watching her videos. I wanted to show you around a little bit in our course, and so here, if you go to content, you will find the vast majority of the course. And so there's lots of information here for every chapter. Like we see for chapter 3, you can have a discussions topic, so if you have any questions you need to post, you can go in there. There is just a little summary sheet here, and then there are a ton of wonderful videos to watch for every single part of the course. Face-to-face students will spend 4 hours in class, and the majority of that time is learning the material in content that's much like these videos. So, and that's for a main campus course on Fort Campbell terms, because the main campus lasts twice as long as ours, or approximately twice as long. If we were meeting at Fort Campbell, we would be meeting 7 hours a week. So you can spend quite a bit of time on the video content of the course and in your books and taking notes on these videos. And if you do that, then you can get approximately the same thing that a face-to-face student would have. Now, you can't ask questions in to a video, but you can ask questions absolutely in each of the discussion forums, or you can text me or message me and remind and get answers to questions that way. So there are options to get answers to your questions. Please ask them. And so also the homework and the quizzes and the exams and studying for all of these things, that's something that both face-to-face and online students do. So even though this is an online course, this will be just as rigorous and having all the exact same expectations that a face-to-face Precalculus course would have. The homework can be accessed through here. Oh, let's talk about course information too. So the course information, you've got your syllabus, you've got some instructions, you've got all of the due dates, so you'll want to print those, and then below that you have some access to tutoring that's really nice. So this is for Spring 2 2023, but if this is a different term, then you would have different dates, and so you've got all of this information here. This is probably the most important. The syllabus is pretty important too. You'll want to read it, and then after this you've got tutoring options and lots of links. The math department tutoring is probably the one I would recommend the most, because you'll probably get the most personal attention from the math department tutoring, so you can go there, and then there's some general tutoring as well. So all of that's available. If you want to go straight to discussions, you can go to communication discussions, and of course the grades will be kept in the D2L gradebook, so that'll be under resources and grades. Now, the most used link that you will have will be in homework materials. So under D2L content, homework materials, this link here that says course materials, that will take you to both the textbook, the digital version of the textbook, and if you scroll down here you should see this. And this is available straight from the very first day of the course. It should be there. But if you don't pay your student fees, because this comes from your student fees, then it might disappear. Certainly, you would, the last day to opt out if you don't want the textbook. And if you don't want the textbook, then it may be best to drop the class by March 29th, because our exams are also in the Pearson. So you'll need this to come through your student fees. If you don't already have an account, then you'll need to create an account, and it might prompt you when you click either of these links to create an account. But if you do, if you have used My Math Lab or My Lab or Pearson products, online products before, then you can log in with your Pearson username and password that you used from before. And then we'll just go ahead and click Read Now, and that'll launch the textbook. And I'm going to go back and click also Launch Courseware while the textbook is loading. And so the textbook will look something like this when you launch the textbook. And we start with chapters 3. We do 3 and then 4 and then 6, 7, or 5, 6, and 7, and or one section in 7 and one section in 8. And you can also expand these sections to go and drill down even more to get to certain areas. And then your homework, when I clicked the Launch Courseware, it took me here, and we would do Open My Lab. And you probably wouldn't see the stuff below that, at least not the instructor tools and stuff. And your view is going to be a little different than my view. So view Student Home, and you can see that right here we have on the 19th an assignment due, and it's a quick assignment. And so I've only done a little bit of that homework. You can see my score is not very good. I did a lot of the chapter 3 homework, but when I got into the orientation homework, I realized I already knew how to use Pearson because I've used it for other classes. But this won't take you long to complete. And if you go out to longer views, you can see more things due, like the chapter 3 homework that's here, and then chapter 4 as well. So, and oh, it says I've already completed. I was about to say, where's 3.1 and 3.2? But that's what these check marks mean, is that I personally have already completed 3.1 and 3.2. And so that's your MyLab. And if you get stuck on a MyLab question that you have trouble answering, then please, please, please post in discussions or send me a message. That is what Remind is for. You can reply back to the Remind messages and it will just come to me, or you can email me. Thank you.